Hey guys, Jordan's here, and I'm back today. And today I'm going to show you guys, we're going to draw Judge Dredd. So I've got a picture of Carl Urban from the, I want to say 2012, but I'm guessing Judge Dredd. And we're going to start with that for a portrait type drawing here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get kind of my head in here. And then I'll go down like that. We're going to bring probably a jaw in here. Right, and then that's that rounded jowl. So Judge Dredd was originally meant to be taken as a sort of satire on kind of Thatcherism and kind of Reagan. And it is a satire about that stuff. But people who aren't as bright sometimes don't really get that it's based on a satire, and that Judge Dredd isn't a society that we should be striving for. It's a failed society where the ultra-rich have all the power and the poor are all down in the slums, right? And then they've already ruined the earth in Judge Dredd, right? Because they've got the cursed earth outside where everybody goes, where all the oil rigs are or whatever. If you've read, I think is it Dark Justice that had the Deadlands or the Badlands in it. There's a good Judge Dredd comic series. I want to say it's Dark Justice, but I'm not. It's got a bunch of the stuff with the dark judges in it, which weren't in any of the films. But it's definitely got stuff in it that seems pretty relevant to where we're at right now, especially with the recent U.S. election and Trump coming back into power. We're seeing all those abuses of authority, right? And we're seeing the ultra-rich basically creating a society for themselves. And I think instead of judges, what we're going to get are, I think we'll get AI version of a judge. It might not even need to look like a person. I mean, they might do the AI where it's just the dog type thing or something like that. But I think for the ultra policing that I think is probably coming down the pipe, I think you'll probably see the robot dogs before you see judges. But you also did have Trump say that he was considering letting the police do a purge during his campaign. And that certainly sounds Judge Dreddish. Not that Dredd's a villain. He's not a villain. He's a product of a society. And I'm just going in here, putting some little scratches in around the nose. And then I'll even do a little neck bit here right now. And then we know he's got the 5 o'clock shadow. We'll get that in there. See, what's supposed to happen is that when people have a lot of power, the people with the power are supposed to be wielding it in a restrained way that benefits the majority. And somewhere along the line, in the last, I don't know, what do you want to say, 10 years? 10 years-ish, society kind of seems like it's losing its way on. Look at that curve in here for the eyes here. And that comes down and makes that cool X. Okay, and then we got the X's here. I don't know what the X is really for. I always kind of thought that the X was kind of to help maybe with aiming. Maybe this was some kind of way to like target, but I think the eyes are going to be right on the either side, right? So I don't think that maybe was it. I don't know what, if you know what the X is for, sound off in the comments, homies. Let me know. What's that X for? Okay, and then let's fill this in. Yeah, we'll do it all in pen. I was like thinking if I was going to grab a marker, but I won't. This is for the ASMR people out there. Listen to that scribble. Ooh, scribbly. People kind of talk now too about like what can you do, right, to fight all this stuff. And I'm going to tell you my little 2 cents on what I think you can do. And I am just a goof, so take it or leave it. But if it was me, what I've done is I've deleted all my social media accounts except for Blue Sky and then this YouTube, where I'm continuing to post art because YouTube's my main thing. Got rid of X, got rid of Instagram, got rid of Threads, got rid of TikTok. Anything that is being controlled by the wealthy, that is intentionally being manipulated by their artificial intelligence to use their algorithm. Somebody broke a story this morning that Twitter uses some kind of fancy AI to poison us that we don't know about. So when they do all their little algorithm things, the best way to fight these guys is to just stop using their products and delete your accounts. Because Facebook doesn't make anything. Facebook is nothing without content, and content is provided by the users. So if you stop going on Facebook, you delete your content, Zuckerberg would go broke. That's what would happen. The stock would go to zero. It would be useless. It would be like having stock in Google+. Do you remember Google+, the thing that Google tried to bring out to compete with Facebook? So it is very possible to kill these media services. And what I would say to people who are like, well, I got all these reasons not to do it, whatever. You're being auto-subscribed now to Trump and Vance and all these goofs, whatever, right? You're not even getting a choice anymore. You're getting stuff fed to you and told to you daily now that is going to have a negative effect on your outlook on the way things are in reality and in the real world, because you were being sold this fake nonsense. And the quickest way we can correct this ship is for everybody to get off these networks. Let them go broke. Don't stay on it to watch the chaos. I see these people like, oh, I want to stay on so I can watch it go down. You're not doing reconnaissance. You're not Batman. You're not G.I. Joe. Okay, you're not a spy. You're a goof, just like me. And the best thing for goofs like ourselves is to get off of these social networks and let them starve. You don't need to sit there and watch it. You're going to watch Twitter go down? I had a guy saying this today. He was like, oh, I want to watch it go down. How are you watching it go down? You're one goof who's like maybe seeing what kind of percentage of the full thing that's on Twitter. Like one person is not going to be able to see it burn down in real time. That's stupid. And we're all going to see it burn down in real time because it's going to get posted and reposted and fucking the media is going to pick it up and everything else. You're going to see it. So the longer you stay on there and the longer you give them content, the longer you give them clicks, you're giving them money, right? And that money is used to help push this stuff to recruit more Nazis. So the longer that everybody hangs out in these social networks, the more money and the more resources the far right gets to help fund what they're doing. And the more fucked our environment will be, we will continue to have less and less rights. And we're going to be eventually probably trapped, all poverty slaves here, where we don't own anything and we just rent our entire lives away to different subscription services. So I know there's a movement starting on the 27th where people are going to be canceling Prime and Netflix, basically all these assholes. And I am 100. I've already done it. I'm so on board. I'm already done it. I am ecstatic to not give these guys money. And I think it's not as big of a deal for people to do, by and large. Okay, maybe there's some people who have businesses or you got families overseas that it's difficult to connect with without the Facebook platform. Fine, put on an ad blocker. Stop posting stuff though. And that way they'll also lose money. But for everybody else, which is, I'm going to say probably the majority of people, it's a really small thing that could have a very big impact if you just didn't use Facebook. Stop buying Meta's shitty, what are they called? They're goofy VR goggles that look stupid and don't work very well. Don't do that. If you're going to get VR, get the one for Steam or get Sony, whatever. Don't get stuff from Meta. Everybody needs to stop using their products. If you stop using their products, they will all go away. And we will have not fixed it, but we'll be on the way to maybe getting some control back. Because I really do think that they're going to start integrating more and more AI into stuff. And that if we don't get on top of this right now, we're going to probably miss the boat on being able to really stop it. Because I can see some pretty 1984 type situations. We're already getting people telling us that Elon didn't do a Nazi salute right when he very obviously, guys, did a Zig Heil. That guy Zig Heiled so hard, I bet he had to check his shorts. Okay? I bet a little Zig Heil maybe sneaked out while he was fucking hitting that so hard because he was so pumped. It was just one of the most embarrassing, saddest, scariest things I've seen probably in my adult life. And I watched the Borderlands movie all the way through, which would probably be the second saddest thing I've seen in my adult life. You know, I love Eli Roth as much as the next guy. I actually probably love Eli Roth more than the next guy, but we've got to stop giving that guy movies. He's cooked. We haven't had like a Hostel or something decent in like a while. Cannibal Holocaust or no, Green Inferno, that ripped. But man, he's got some stinkers, man. That Borderlands was something. That was a tough one. Okay, and then we're going to go in a little for the neck. Okay. We got the Adam's apple here. Okay, collar. I might do it a little bit differently, more like the comic here. Go up. Okay, and then there we go. We'll get a little border on this side. This is all going to be black. All right. always make sure you got that downturn with Judge Dredd's lips, because he never smiles. That's like his whole thing, is that he's always pissed. And get some more stubble in here. Put some scuffs here. This part here, so put some hatching in there. This will be black too. There we go. I mean, that's really all you got to do with it, guys. So there you go, gang. Judge Dredd. There you go. Under half an hour, 19 minutes and change. So, thank you for joining me. As always, I am Jordan. This is Judge Dredd. Go watch Judge Dredd. See if you think that we're going that way. Let me know if you think. Let me know in the comments. Are we going that way? Let me know. Until next time, peace.